Speak. You have that? Can you give him a copy of that?
I'm sorry?
Can you give him a copy of the list of accomplices?
Copy of the list of accomplices.
The richest list of accomplices and Tyrannis' accomplices.
Okay.
As a side note, it would be under the book, the codex, I believe.
Oh. Oh. I don't think I ever actually got the list. It just says
List.
We had it's part of the list.
Yeah, I call it role playing.
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, you don't have an actual list.
You have a role play list.
Right.
Ah.
You have a theater of the mind list.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can do that. Yes. Sorry.
It's okay.
Cuz I spilt something. My hands were sticky and I was like, "Huh, wait."
Okay. So let's see.
Chris, do you want the cat with you? Because she's misbehaving.
Nope.
What's the cat?
Probably walking across the keyboard as usual.
Nope, scratching carpets.
Oh.
She wants attention.
Poor baby not getting attention.
Instead of jumping in my lap, she's just like, let me claw the carpet.
Very important to claw the carpet.
No, because I forgot to add a face spirit token in order to, because I have Conjure Fae as one of my things. So I was adding that.
Yeah.
Okay. So right before you finish talking to the commander, he receives an odd messenger.
Okay.
Oh. I need to change whatever this playlist is.
Okay. A large owl flies in. It is clutching what appears to be a canvas bag.
That's my wisdom.
So the starwing owl feathers are patches of the night sky. Its eyes resemble tiny galaxies, and the feathers shimmer with constellations. It makes no sound while flying, and it leaves a faint trail of starlight behind it. And
This sounds familiar.
the bag lands on the table with a kind of a wet thump. And commander opens the bag going, well, this can't be good.
I'm guessing that's a body.
It's the head of the messenger.
The one that, which messenger? The one that you sent or the one that Tyrannis sent?
The one that Tyrannis sent.
So that sounds like they accept.
A war? Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yep, you're gonna have to. You really are gonna have to do some diplomacy because I believe. Are you the highest ranked official here now? That isn't going to be jailed immediately.
Probably.
Do we have Tyrannis' head anywhere?
Well, his disemboweled body is still laying behind the throne he was sitting on.
Should we send that back with a note as a point?
Oh, that's
Do we want to let them know?
not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Say write your name on it, say problem solved, don't need to go to war, we have taken care of the problem, and just give him the body of their enemy.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
I mean, I'm not persuasive, I'm just a humble person from a village, but that just seems like the way I would deal with that would work with my people, let's put it that way.
Oh.
So he writes a note and scrolls it up and gives it back to the owl.
Reuses. We recycle here. We're reusing the bag.
He's like, yeah. Okay. Let's see.
I put the cat in air jail while petting her.
It's
As
probably
she
purring.
deserves.
You both talked at the same time. What did each of you say?
Chris said probably purring. I
Oh, yeah.
said as she deserves.
Yep. Definitely purring. Definitely what she deserves.
Mm-hmm.
Her belly's
Yes.
up and she's purring, and I'm petting the belly.
Scratch my belly, human slave. I have you trained well.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to sneak over and take a look at oh nope, never mind. She wants to flip over now.
She probably wants down now.
Yeah.
Possibly. Let's see. Put her on my lap. Yep. She's gotten enough attention apparently.
I figured.
Okay. So that message is on its way back.
What's this? Did you do problem solved?
He did a bit more detail than that.
The gist of it, problem solved.
Yeah, he detailed the overthrow of the government of Akros and that war is no longer called for.
Or
All right, so I'm assuming you guys are going to do a long rest.
Might as well.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, as a side note, we have a lot of money.
Okay.
so
Yeah.
the the internal constructs have all been stopped, or do we need to go check that they all stopped?
They all have left the city.
Okay. All right. May I go check on the Temple to Iroas?
Sure.
I wish. You gotta do. Let us know if you want us to come with you, at least one of us.
I think you may need to. I may get a bit angry.
All right.
Okay, so you get to the temple.
I will. Yeah. By the way, as a side note, I love being a fighter. All this short rest makes things so much easier for me. I, I got so used to like, well, that's out of sync because of long rest from Fu, but I'm like, every time I get a short rest, 90% of my shit comes back. I'm enjoying this.
All right. So, are you going before or after the long rest?
No, I'm going before. I gotta figure this out.
Okay.
I look you over. How are you doing?
I used 2 spell slots and I am at full HP with several missing hit dice.
So you're doing good, but you're not exactly fresh, is what you're describing.
Yes.
I mean, we can go now, but you look less.
I look tired
If
but
we have
not
to throw,
hurt.
yeah, yeah, you look a little winded still.
I need to
I mean, I
root
can.
out.
You want to make sure your temple is
Changing
doing
and
proper.
yes, and is not. And I don't want even the guilt of the people that will die if they truly are still corrupted.
Okay, I'll go with you. I'm just a little concerned that if we get into a fight, you're not in your tip-top condition. And would you rate your? How would you rank your observation on strength in the temple?
Oh, they are above average for sure. They really took some real pride in it. Honestly, probably should do some stealth tactics to assassinate them if I conclude that they are now disciples of Mogis, just worsening the image of the the followers of Iroas.
So, still going before
Uh,
long rest?
Yeah,
I'm trying to gauge how wise this is.
it's not wise.
Yeah,
It is ilitus.
yeah. Don't. Out of curiosity, does Iros say you should go into a possible battle in less ideal state, or does he say use your brains as well as your bronze?
Use your brain as well as your bronze, except for in matters of Mogi.
Do you know it's
Okay.
Mogi though?
No, I don't, which is why I need to get over there and know.
Mogi.
All right, I'll agree to go with you, but at the first sign of trouble, we make a retreat.
Understandable.
Looks like we're going before the long rest. Or at least two
Okay.
of us. I don't know if if the two magic casters want to come with us.
Why is he going to the temple?
This is his god's temple, and they
God's
are
temple.
showing. Yeah.
Signs that they are doing the and they're acting on the philosophy of my enemy god.
Oh, so he might have been corrupted.
Huh.
Mhm.
And out of character, when you were looking through the gods, it was this. It would have been the Minotaur god.
Okay, the one that likes war and the other one is
No, there's
like
2 war
kill for the
gods.
sake of killing.
Yeah,
Yeah. This is
I'm the war god, he's the slaughter god.
Mm-hmm. I need to figure out a way to do notes.
1 second. But yeah, if you guys want, if the two of you want to come with, feel free to. But it looks like we're going stealthy.
Oh, you guys are gonna stealth in? Hmm.
I'm kind of thumpy, but yeah, I'll try. I'm thinking more like you guys stealth in, and I hold, and I've already entered there, and they didn't attack me on first sight, so I'm gonna go believe that.
Real quick, let's have an character discussion. So, Chris, do you want a separate, like the loot list for notes?
I got pen and paper.
Okay.
A loot list for notes. Oh, I have. Oh,
Yeah,
you mean
just
like a digital copy?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, just
oh,
a
yeah.
plain sheet to
Let's do
write
that.
notes onto.
Okay.
That way I can copy paste easily.
Sure. I will create
And
one
it'll
for
probably
you.
save my hands. Thank you. Yeah, because I was putting in my bio and I was confusing myself.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna call it adventure notes.
That'll work. Yeah, if I don't take notes, I'm kind of lost.
Okay. I've set the permissions to all players,
Mhm.
so you should see it in the journal section.
Okay. Do we each get one? I'm confused.
Oh, it's shared
Yeah,
between us.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Mm.
you guys can take turns or however you guys want to do it. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want a separate notebook for yourself, and if anybody else wants a separate notebook, I can set that up as well.
I have an offline note, word, well,
Okay.
word processor document.
Sure. And then, Chris, I don't know if you're aware, but I record these sessions.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually have the full text transcript of each game session. So,
Oh, okay. I just know it didn't work last time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I did have a problem one time. So, yeah.
So take your own notes, of course, but
Yeah.
Okay. Table style. There we go. Well, this
And
is
then
cool.
did I hear right, Eric? You were stepping away, or did he step away?
Yeah, he stepped away because we're in the middle of laundry.
Sure.
oh,
Sorry.
No, it's fine. You got to do what you got to do. Were you guys able to get the car?
So the person that he was working with was off today, and from what I can understand is we have to order it. So we were gonna go order it, but that did not pan out because she didn't work today. So I don't know when they're gonna try to go.
Yeah.
Probably sometime next week.
Yeah, I want to say in 2019 when I ordered my RAV4, it took, and I actually ordered mine in like June of 2019, and
Mm-hmm.
it was like the first week of July they received it.
So it takes about a month.
Yeah, or it did back then. I don't know if the wait time's the same because I know
Okay.
that year, it's like it 2 months later, people were saying that they were being told it was going to take 6 months to receive their vehicle.
Are we talking about my car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll find out. Like, either I'm gonna get to 2026, or I'll end up pre-ordering it 2027.
Yeah, he was saying that whenever he ordered his in 2019, it took about a month, and then a couple weeks later, people were saying it took 6 months to order.
I'll find out. But they're currently churning them out right now.
Yeah.
So,
And it does depend a great deal on demand, which I think right now demand
it's
was
high.
low.
All-time
Yeah.
high.
But now it's, because of the spike in gas prices.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, they opened up or did something with a factory in Kentucky, and now they're like churning them out.
yeah. So, all right. Anything else non game related or game related but out of character?
No,
All right.
no. Like on my end, you have to what I know you'll read it eventually, but yeah, reading my backstory will help a lot
Sure.
in terms of on this side for me. So
Sure.
the only thing, the only thing I'll have to figure out is, and you'll have to help me with that, is what village is Shore from. So, and we can kind of work that out from the description of the backstory.
Okay. So. Roll your stealth checks to see how quietly you can get to the temple.
Does someone have babe? Don't you have pass without trace?
Who?
Wasn't going with you.
Oh, you weren't
Oh.
going. Okay, okay. All right. Who's going? Okay, who's going?
Yeah, I thought it
Is it
was just you and Boy Pup.
That would be Buttercup.
Okay. Yeah. Buttercup.
Yeah. Yeah, no, basically, no, I had asked y'all, the two of you, Sika and Senya, if you were wanting to come with us.
Okay, so it's possible. Okay, so the reason why you're going that is because there's possible corruption. What time is it during the day right now?
It's basically 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, so it's still even early. To answer your question, I don't think I have passed without a trace, but Roll20 is
It would
also
be
being very, very slow.
it'd be a second level spell.
Yeah, whenever I scroll, it takes like a few seconds to actually load.
Interesting. It's gonna be annoying.
No, I don't. Actually, yeah, it's not scrolling very well.
I see. You do have pass without trace.
Okay. Yeah, since it's like only 3 o'clock, I guess I can, whatchamacallit?
And that's the name of the village you're from. Sure.
Yes, I do, but I do not have it prepared.
You should have. Wait. How do you,
The red dots are the ones that I
I
have
know.
prepared.
Now, just to let you know, your spells are your wisdom modifier plus your druid level. That's how many you can prep. And you have silvery barbs and misty step that are always prepped.
Okay. I'm about
Just
to
let you
kill
know.
Roll20.
I wonder why you're having so much trouble.
I don't know. I'm gonna refresh.
Yeah. Funny, I no longer am receiving requests to restart Roll20 for me. So that's good.
I wonder if it's
And
because I had it in pop out.
Well, that's why. Yeah, the pop. Yeah, that's why.
No, it's even loading slow now.
I've had very little luck with the pop out.
yeah,
It's not a pop out and it's still scrolling slowly.
Pop out's doing okay for me, but
So I have one more. Okay. Mogis, Moonbeam. That's why I had the other one. Guess I'll drop that one. Yeah, I'm going with them, I guess. I can't think of anything else when my character would be, and she would just follow the drama.
All right. So would you have do you have pastile trace prepped now that I gave you the additional information or no?
Yeah, I did prep it.
Okay. Is Sika coming? That I don't know.
I'm not good at stealthing. If you guys are stealthing, I think I would have stayed back. You guys would be like, you want to come to his to see his the temple for his god, and I'd be like, yep, okay, we're sneaking in. Never mind.
Okay.
Well, it's like she has shadow magic apparently that can hide us. Pointing to the druid. But alrighty.
I got big horn.
you got big horn.
I mean, unless I take off my armor, I probably am too loud to try to be stealthy, so I'd be best as just a distraction. You guys are stealthing in case they attack me on sight.
So, do you want to know what Pass Without a Trust does? Wait.
Gives
Yeah,
you a
plus 10,
+5
right?
to stealth.
Plus
10.
Plus 10.
So the disadvantage of my heavy armor wouldn't. You
It
think
would be
be
mitigated drastically.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty drastically.
Yeah.
Disadvantage generally gives you
yeah, -5.
-5 just on average. This is gonna give you extra.
All
Yeah.
So
right,
it'd
all
be
right. I'll
plus
stealth up
5
there and try to
instead.
listen in on stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess if everybody's going, I shall have to go as well.
Hey, like, wait, I'm being left by myself? Nope.
Nope, I don't want to be alone. I've been alone for too long.
so what is your stuff roll?
So far,
Oh, I still have to roll self.
That's a. So that's a 17.
let's see.
Let's get to that point.
With Pass Without Trace, I have a 27.
Okay.
I'm fighting my character sheet.
Oh my god!
Okay, so
Well,
stuff.
oh yeah, yeah.
And
Even after the fight starts, you won't be seen ashore. Or
so I have a 24.
Tony, I rolled a 35.
Okay.
oh,
Accidentally stealthed into another game. Whoops, Tony, I'm in one of your other games.
So, Buttercup,
aye,
you are noticed.
yeah.
Even with the 25?
No,
No,
He did
that's-
not get
You
that
guys,
25.
You got
I
a
got-
17.
Yeah.
Oh, because the second number is the disadvantage. Gotcha.
Mhm. Oh yeah, the lower number.
Okay.
So,
Ow, ow, ow. Back.
um,
Ow.
They don't charge you, but you do hear, "Oh, hey, it's Fishman. Fishman is back."
Yes, yes, I am back. I came to check on my dual opponent. He didn't seem like he was going. I didn't know how long he's going to live, and I don't want to just stand at the arena.
It's like, your opponent's fine.
All right, all
So
right.
what's going on?
Oh, I'm a worshiper of Inos. Why wouldn't I be coming back to the here?
Especially after everything.
Especially as almost going to pray to him just, over. Did I? Is this truly a victory? The death of Tyrannis?
Death of who?
The the the, the leader of this city.
Look, man, I don't know no Tyrannis.
Oh, okay. Who do you believe is the leadership of the city, or do you not leave the temple?
Uh, somebody's name. I think his name was Mogis.
Mogi.
Yeah,
Mogi?
yeah, yeah. He looks at one of the
Oh,
other fighters standing there in the arena. It's like, hey, dude, who rules this city? Mogis. See, told you.
roll for insight on intelligence.
By who? Because okay, and inside of their intelligence. Okay.
I know
Oh
how
wait, that
dumb
was
they
an
are.
advantage. That's a 10.
Um, so you're not quite entirely sure. Something seems off,
Very off.
but you don't
They're
know
not
what it
even
is.
hiding this, and I'm just like, okay, now I need to capture someone and interrogate them.
You mean the big Minotaur things, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Mogi.
And this is a temple to Aenos, right?
Well, yeah.
All right. All right. All
How many
right.
Sharpie
questions?
I would like
crayon.
to roll a deception of I am not terribly disturbed by this information. It is very evident that I am disturbed by this information.
Okay.
My hand is on my weapon, though I have not drawn it yet.
Uh, so them saying that the ruler of the city is Mogi. Uh, roll an intelligence check.
20.
So you realize that the question you've asked them is who rules the city,
Yes.
not who they follow.
Yes.
So to them, the ruler of the city is Mogi.
That is understood.
They
I
don't
think
know that Tyrannis is dead yet.
No, the problem with me is that worshippers of Ionos should recognize Mogi as their enemy.
Sure,
he's wondering why they haven't gone to war yet.
Overthrow the
because
patriarchy.
there's 20 of them versus 15,000 city guards under the control of Mogi.
I'm just.
Yeah.
There's a certain level of flee. This is and it is this just is this temple being left alone as just as as a mockery of my god?
Are you saying that out loud to these guys?
No, I'm just saying my character's thoughts at this point.
Okay.
He's so
Trying
confused why they haven't died.
died or 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 here.
uh,
They're so insignificant.
so,
And
Sika
and
needs to
honestly,
make a dex save.
uh-huh.
The next lowest.
Honestly, I'm a little stunned just by this information and trying to figure out what to actually say to further this.
Okay.
13.
You don't take any damage, but you're unable to enter the temple.
Right.
Cool. I wasn't necessarily interested in entering the temple. I just wanted to be able to get a better view of Buttercup.
Sure. But there is some force keeping you out. You can do a perception check to see if you know why.
Okay, so this hasn't affected me or
No.
Senya. Okay.
What, Senya's race?
Nyxborn.
That's right. No, it's
Yeah.
not
Oh,
infected.
Satyr.
Yeah, Satyr
Yeah.
Nyxborn, human Nyxborn.
I'm sorry, Tony. What you said something about?
Oh,
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
he said Sina, not Asika. No.
Oh, okay.
no, yeah, no. He
And
asked Sika.
yeah,
Sika needs to
Yeah.
roll or can roll a perception check or an insight check to figure out why she is unable to enter the temple.
I know why.
15. Arcana.
Yes. You know why now.
All
You
right.
want to tell her, Eric?
You got two horns on your head that look like Mogis.
Exactly.
Yeah. While our druid does have horns, they are not the right type of horns to eject her.
I thought she was a human.
No,
Nope.
she's a Minotaur.
No, she's Minotaur. It was
Okay.
I am a sensitive and an introspective scholar minotaur.
yes. It was a point of contention when we first met, but it was quickly released.
But now, Buttercup knows why these guys aren't like trying to flee. Nobody's attacking the temple. The temple is protected ground.
Okay. Temple is protected. Okay. So my duel with, oh my gosh, I've already forgotten his name, was not going to happen in the Arena of Glory. It was going to happen inside of here.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good God, why didn't anyone stop me from walking around?
Because whatever you do, you somehow get into trouble. So from sure I perspective, does this seem like the situation has calmed down?
Yeah.
Yes, I've calmed down a bit, and I'm just a bit like, okay. Still, the slaughtering of our people slowly feels kind of mogi. did
Yeah,
you
these two
choose
guys
him?
were like, yeah, they're like, dude, in case you haven't noticed, we're surrounded.
Yeah, I just say that with my 35 coming out, my 35 stealth. Yeah, about that. Let's see if I can kind of startle them.
Yeah, not really. I mean, these
What?
guys are used to gladiatorial combat, so there's not a lot that's going to
Yeah.
surprise
So just to let y'all know, Tyrannis, the ruler apparently that was ruling under Mogi, is dead.
them. No shit.
Hi. That one that you guys have been kind of making fun of, myself, the which I'm assuming that she can't get in because of she's a Minotaur, and another friend along with the commander, and another friend took out their basically their administration.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, go outside, take a look. Nope, you just one of you needs to do it.
I'm sure.
Yeah, they're kind of looking at each other like, yeah.
Well, how are you getting? Oh, are you just?
Are they
Are you
scared?
looking
Are
off?
they?
Yeah, they're.
That sounds a little bit about like hesitancy and fear, Tony.
Mm-hmm. So the one guy they called Buttercup Fishman,
Mm.
yeah, he goes outside, stands next to Sika, and takes an arrow to the head.
What? I didn't.
Damn.
Who did that? I didn't do that.
Immediately rushing
Bring him
out to
back
grab
in.
him and drag him back in and see
Heal him.
if he's got a strong enough skull, and hoping he had like a helmet or something.
So you want to
He's
explain that one?
just because Tyrannis is dead doesn't mean the population
Mm.
has changed.
So that's the nature of it. Why y'all are here? That's good to know.
How the fuck am I exit that door?
Because you're a
Because you're not
fish
known.
man. Yeah. Nobody knows what you are. You're the novelty.
Oh.
So so
I've
basically you have a fear of constant assassination. So never leave this temple.
It's kind
For
of
the
cute.
moment, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna have to start making some waves. Otherwise, Mogi's hold is just gonna start sitting here as I hop off.
Well, you have
Obviously,
to
don't
remember,
be.
too, Mogi died less than 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
What?
no, I'm making a point to that. If they do nothing, then it's going to
Yeah. But word
stay the
has not really
Yeah.
disseminated throughout the city yet.
same. Well, anyway, give it a week. Make some decisions.
I hope you had some escape plans if they started weakening the barrier.
Oh, yeah, no escape plans. We do have plans, but not escape plans.
Die where you stand.
More or less, yeah. And take most of the city with us.
You got
Well-
a bomb on you.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
You
agreeing
were
with
standing on 700,000 gallons of naphtha.
Ah.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
just to let you know. Also, we took control of the constructs. They're no longer in the city.
Oh, well, that's good, I think.
Or
Well, depends
Yeah.
if
they're
you
all
How
gathering
long
in
have
the arena, I think, right?
yeah.
there's three arenas. There's the arena inside this temple. There's the arena that is outside of City Hall, and then there's the arena where we saw them massacring Nyxborn.
Okay.
So,
They're heading towards the where the massacre zone is.
Ah.
so, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
our plan was to essentially, once they marshaled their army and were getting ready to leave the city, we were just going to destroy the city. Fishman
Right.
No need
here
to
can
do
help
that.
us. Fishman here can help us do that.
Yeah, I really could.
Well, the commander is currently the highest ranking official, the one that the
So,
commander of the rebellion, which
so
I'm assuming you guys were aware of.
So,
Yeah.
they are very isolationist here, for good reason, but still fact. How
Yeah.
long have you been pooped up? I'll say it in.
Well, Moogie took control about 12 months ago.
Okay, okay, and living off of gray water and food.
Of course.
All right. So yeah, you're fairly safe, and all right. Well, I can't say I actually like the slaughtering of an entire city, but truly, it sounds as if they may have already been all converted to the archenemy.
No, there are some people out there that help us from time to time.
All right. Well, send if you can send me a send-in. I'll probably do a second explosion on this city if I'm close enough.
So,
Well, being that the war has been canceled, let's not.
I
uh,
as Moogie's representative was killed, that doesn't mean that the entire system is gone.
Well,
so,
there's give that
so
about a week.
there might be something here for you.
I'm assuming he's talking to Fishman.
He is.
Yeah.
It just appeared a few days ago. We didn't really think about it, but there's a trident laying upon one of the altars here. Seems to be made out of some kind of coral.
Okay.
Hey, it looks like your god dropped off
Dropped off a what? A
a
double?
weapon.
A weapon. A trident body is a weapon. That a large piece of coral that's in the shape of a trident is a weapon. I thought you said. Oh, trident, not my race, an actual weapon. Gosh dang it.
Poseidon's fork.
Yes. Okay. Let's.
Okay, okay. Well, I guess I'll
This is current.
compare and
This is what I
contrast.
see. Here's Ben.
Fair.
Oh
Okay.
God, it has a document.
Oh no. Hey.
Hey,
Swim
hey, makes your
speed equal.
speed a little bit faster.
Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
As a side note for the ladies, you need to look over the evil magic items that we don't know if they are cursed or not.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm distracted by Trident, so I hope you all.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fine.
You got. Do you need him to focus on you, Tony?
No, it's fine. I was
All right.
giving him a couple of minutes to.
Read.
Yeah.
I'm just like, which is better really right now? Is Asterion or this one?
Oh, I think Wrath of the Leviathan makes this one probably significantly more powerful. That and the title Smite.
It's the no. You've made it. That's not that. It doesn't do as much damage to cities.
Earthquake is a powerful spell.
True. Anyway.
But
All
yeah,
right.
it is. Aura of the Endless Tide is what makes me feel much better about this.
They're like,
I'm a nice person.
you look like the person that should head this.
I'm suspecting I am.
Anyway, so sounds like we're supposed to hold off blowing up the city.
Yeah, please
Please
don't.
do.
We're
Preferably.
it's seeming like quite like
Or
we're starting
please
to
don't
get
destroy the
there, but
city.
that arrow very much is a point that it is not ready. I just thought it was a bit closer than that. Jeez.
So why would you destroy the city instead of just...
Because fleeing, they probably find cowardice, which is actually another thing they're supposed to avoid being.
Yes.
No,
And
why
they
would you
were
not
they
just
But
were
it
try to
is
convert the city to Iroas versus Mogis?
Because they die, they get shot in the head as soon as they leave the temple.
And they're aware of Mogis' plans to use the army of Akros and invade the other kingdoms
Mm-hmm.
and subjugate all the peoples of the land.
Other than the loss because of harming the innocents and non-combatants, it
Yeah.
is very much the whole thing.
And different gods' perspectives.
Yes.
uh, the other two gods in this party are like, yeah, no.
Yeah, like, no.
Oh, speaking of that, Sika,
Yes.
you feel the distinct urge that you need to be out of the city within 12 hours. Eric, your character is also Nyxborn, right?
Well, no, me and Senya are Nyxborn. Sika is
Just Minotaur.
the Minotaur
Alright,
that
Minotaur.
works. Yeah, that does the. I forgot what your god is. The Horizon Walker or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Special
Prefix.
term.
Passage?
Crofix.
Yeah. So yeah,
Okay,
me.
okay.
Ironically, me and Chris chose this, both Nyxborn and both Karametra.
Yeah. So, yeah. And you guys are also get the feeling like you should also be out of the city in less than 12 hours.
Do we have any knowledge
So
as to
don't
why?
long rest here. Long rest elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, Nyx has declared war on Akros. And the stellar bombardment starts tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Oh,
hoping that
okay.
that Al manages to make it back in time.
Okay,
With
so
the body.
yeah, this is oh, okay. Multiple gods are converging for the absolute eradication of this city.
It kind of, yeah.
Oh.
Hey. How
Yeah, because Tyrannis was making a huge mess of everything.
Wait, what?
So it turns out Tyrannis is an aspect of Mogi.
Or was.
Okay.
Yes.
Great job. Yes, truly showing that Durs is a god.
I have theories about that.
Okay, so from what I'm getting is the Temple of Iroas is Alcalotes here anyway are kind of useless. So I'm just gonna leave.
Now the
Yes.
question is, where do you leave to?
Yeah.
Basically just join to get outside.
Okay.
Like,
I
I
wish
don't care.
y'all the best of luck.
So yeah, since I have a bit more mobility and oh wait, I don't know about the stellar bombardment, right?
Nope,
Yeah,
you have no clue about that.
Yeah.
I don't know if the guy that was shot by the arrow is dead, but I'm gonna do a
No.
medicine check just in case.
No. He's injured. He's not dead.